go. Okay. So we have a special guest today. Here we go. Whenever I have this, there was always people we know that we have a specific question, we know who to ask. And Angie is just one of those people who I know to ask with anything security. All right. And Kate, did I tell you that thanks to this conversation I had with her, don't giggle. That thanks to this conversation I had with her over something very simple, I ended up spending $500.
What did you end up getting? The full bag?
I'm just going to turn it right over to Angie. Angie, why did I call you?
Okay, so Mary was looking to implement security measures for her phone, her husband's phone, and her laptop. So when I say security measures, let me bring up this video that I created for this podcast. So when I say security measures, what we're looking at here is EMF. So EMF is short pulses, essentially, that are transmitted from a wireless object such as AirPods, any of the wireless headphones. And some studies say they can cause cancer. Others say no. If you wish to err on the side of caution, I would highly recommend you not use these devices all day, every day. I know people who have had cancerous issues, and are they related? I can't say.
Well, Ange, I'm going to tell you, my brother just recently had a patch of skin cancer that just so happened to be right behind his ear, and he wears ear pods all day. And EMF standing for electromagnetic field.
Yes.
People don't understand that our bodies also emit EMFs. Some people want to call that an aura. The earth actually gives off EMFs. We are electrical beings, whether we want to face it or not, we are electrical beings. And so having that EMF disrupt our own electrical currents, I think that's why there's such a debate with that, because FCC is saying, hey, we have certain limitations, but FCC hasn't updated their recommendations since 1996, and technology has changed since 1996.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to have to agree with that, because whether or not my brother's cancer is caused by this or not, we'll never know, right? We can just speculate.
Right.
Well, there's been a whole bunch of, I saw a lot of things about colon cancer, all right? How the medical community has been really shocked by the number of people with colon cancer that are younger than 40 years of age.
Yep.
Well, you got to think, like, we have these devices on us personally at this point. We have smart meters in our phones. We have smart appliances. We have wireless routers. We are surrounded by different frequencies. Yeah. So, like I said, I think it kind of depends on your viewpoint on things. But me personally, I've said it for a while now. I think it's the white elephant in the middle of the room that nobody really wants to talk about.
So it's not just the AirPods that cause this, it's also the phones themselves. Because here's the thing. When you have the ear pods in, they're every second looking for the connection to the phone. Okay. Now your phone every second is looking to connect to whatever Bluetooth devices are there. Could be your watch, could be earphones, could be a speaker, could be in anything, but it's looking to see what Bluetooth devices are available in your area. And it does this every second. So every second it sends an EMF pulse. And here's the thing. Studies have shown that EMF does change cellular structure. We know this. This is factual. EMF does change cellular structure.
Well, we have cymatics now to prove that.
Right. So personally, I try not to I never hold the phone to my head to speak. I use speakerphone. And I limit headphone use to, if possible, wired headphones. Because wired headphones do not send out a pulse as they're wired, and it's basically just a speaker. So I use wired headphones whenever possible, and when it is not possible, I will limit my use to no more than 60 minutes. So now we come to RFID. RFID is used to steal your personal information. This could be one, scanning your credit cards. So I carry any of my cards, credit cards, are in a sleeve, an RFID sleeve. So they're in an RFID wallet case. Additionally, inside that RFID wallet case, they're in an RFID sleeve. Now, what this does is it prevents anyone from scanning my card from a distance and gaining access to the information there. So they can't steal my credit card.
You know, the reason that I even brought this up to Angie is so I was kind of remembering one year at Super Zoo. For a long time, Super Zoo was held at the same time as the Black Hats, the White Hats, when they did their convention. Yeah. And there was ongoing contests, okay, from the Black Hats on how many phones they could hack. All right. So not scanning, actually hacking cell phones. I remember I was with Dawn Envoy and her sister was there. And all of a sudden on her sister's phone, all this porn just came right up on her phone.
Yep.
She was not amused.
No, I imagine not.
I know phones and stuff. I know they can be hacked. And she was doing nothing other than walking the trade show floor.
Yes. It's very easy you can have an RFID case, okay? Like that is what I have. I have an RFID case. However, the front of the phone is open. It's open to be scanned. It's open to be cloned. It's open for my information to be stolen. I do not carry any information of any kind on my phone. There is nothing personal in here. Nothing. When I take photos, at the end of the day, I bring my phone home, I download it all to my computer, and I delete everything off the cloud. I have nothing of import for payment information in my phone. I have nothing of import for passwords. Like It's basically, aside from the picture on here, it's like there's nothing personal on that phone. Anything that requires login, I do not keep the password saved. I require login every single time I open that app
Mhm.
because I don't want it to be accessible to someone else. So the only way to prevent having this be accessible to cloning or hacking when you're carrying it is a Faraday pouch. Now, a Faraday pouch, what it does is it prevents all signal in or out. Okay. So if I send a text to Kate and say, hey, Kate, give me a call, and then put my phone in a Faraday pouch, I'm not going to get that call because the phone isn't going to reach the cell phone towers. It's completely protected from even the things you would want it to connect to, which would be cell phone towers, things like this. So
That's
what a Faraday pouch does is it securely seals your phone in a Faraday cage is what they would consider a safe room where EMF cannot destroy what's in that room. It's contained completely. It can't go out and nothing can come in.
all right. So I have a question for you. Let's say I'm in a busy airport or a busy trade show, right?
Yes.
And someone wants to come and clone my phone. How much space, how close do they have to be to me?
5 feet.
Okay. So outside of 5 feet, I'm good. I mean, like, for example, I don't need to have my phone in a Faraday cage at home.
No.
Well,
Well, it
come
depends.
on.
It depends. It depends on one, where do you live?
I live in Squim in the
I
middle of
know where you live, it wouldn't be an issue because you have enough space where if somebody's in your front yard, you're gonna know.
right.
Somebody in your backyard, you're gonna know. You have teeny tiny patrol agents that would more than be sure to let you know.
Yeah.
If you live in an apartment, eh, that might be a concern. Um, if you're in a hotel room, oh, it's absolutely not secure at all. Um, if you're in a restaurant, it's not secure. Um, Basically, anywhere anybody could be within 5 feet of you.
All right. So then for Dawn's sister, whose phone all of a sudden started spewing porn, were they close to her?
In order to hack a phone, certain phones you don't even need to be close. Certain settings you don't need to be close in order for them to even have that as an issue.
All right.
So
So
if you are hacking a phone, I can hack your phone from probably across the trade show floor.
okay. So let's look at settings on the phone. What should, let's say we don't have any of this nice stuff. We want to protect ourselves a little bit. What are the settings on our phones we should be concerned about?
All right, the first thing you want to use for your phone is called a VPN.
Okay. All right, let's say we don't have a VPN. Let's just basic phone. I don't know. Don't look at me like that. Basic cell phone settings.
Basic cell phone settings. Basic cell phone settings are going to get you hacked. Um, so, all right. First off, your password to your phone should not be 1 2 3 4 5 6.
It's not.
Okay. It is the most used password.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. Closely followed by 00000111111222222. Yes, people think that this is a novel thing. It's not. It's not. Your password should not be the same digit over and over, and it should not be 1 2 3 4 5 6, nor should it be 2 3 4 5 6 7. It should not be a string of numbers that are consecutive.
Okay. You're going to hold that for 1 second. We're going to take a commercial. Maybe. There we go.
Are you tired of putting off your emergency and disaster planning manual? Look no further. This 67-page fillable template will make the process a breeze. Simply fill in the blanks for your business and gain access to checklists for supplies, common hazards, debriefing, evacuation and sheltering in place protocols, resources, recovery, maintenance, as well as best intake practices. It's time to take action and be prepared. Get your copy today at positiveed.com/books.
And just, Kate, on that note, I got the reviews back from the emergency disaster class at Barclay, and it was basically all fives. Everyone loved the class.
Oh, good.
So,
Yay.
all right. So back to Angie.
Okay, basic settings on your phone. Make your password something that isn't 30 seconds to figure out. Start there. You should have an actual password on your phone.
Word or just numbers?
Well, for iPhone users, you get 6 digits.
Right.
That's all you get. So there should be a something required. Some people don't even have a password for their phone. It's like not required. It just screams, "Hack me, please." So there should be some sort of password on your phone. Your apps, like the ones that have banking information or any of this, should require a login every single time. You shouldn't just be able to go and hit it and it just opens because you don't like having your money. I don't know. I don't understand why you would do that. It shouldn't be that simple to enter your programs. There should be a fail safe. And the fail safe, so some people say, oh, well, I use two-factor authentication. And so I don't need a password on my bank account. If I hack your phone and the two-factor authentication comes into the phone, I get those numbers and I can just type them in. That's not helpful. Also, when you're creating a password, it shouldn't actually be a word. Every single password you have should be unique. Every single one. None of them should be the same at all, ever, for anything. And it should be a sentence and the first word in that sentence. Like, all right, so I'm going to create a password for my my new app about plants. Okay, so the password, the sentence I'm going to use is, I love plants and this is my password. Now, it should have a number as well as a special character. So I'm very excited about plants, so I'm going to use an exclamation point. And the number is 9. Okay, so the password will look like this. It's I don't know if you can see that.
Not really.
All right, so here's the password. ILPATIMP exclamation point 9. I love plants and this is my password exclamation point 9. Now, are you going to remember that? Very likely not. So what you should get is you should get a password book. And a password book is a hard copy, not digital, a hard copy book that says plant app, login, blah, 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 email, password is ILPATIMP exclamation point 9. So that way, when you forget what the password is, you can go to that book and get it. Now, of course, you will end up remembering what your banking password is because you're going to be using it more often. Okay. Even though, and it can be any ridiculous sentence, but it should not be a word. Why shouldn't it be a word? Because words are what hacking programs look for so they're looking for words to hack into. Your pet's name is a word. So if your password is Fluffy Pants 72 and you were born in 72, Fluffy Pants is your pet. Ta-da, I have your password. Your date of birth in any measure or form should never be part of your password. Your anniversary in any way, shape, or form should never be part of your password at any time. Your children's birthdays, your pets' birthdays, because at some point on Facebook you have said, "Happy birthday, Fluffy Pants." And anybody with any measure of malice who knows how to hack will go, "When is Fluffy Pants' birthday?" "Oh, here, it's June 2nd is Fluffy Pants' birthday." So,
Good thing I don't know when my pets were born.
okay, so, but some people do, or their gotcha day or whatever, and they put that post up and it's like, okay, Fluffy Pants 62. Well, what do you know? That's not just their banking password, it's their password for their banking and their email and their Facebook and this is why Facebooks get hacked, because Fluffy Pants 62 is their password for everything, for the email, for the Facebook, for the this, for the that. So once they have control of your Facebook, they have control of your email, and they have control over every single other thing. Oh, you liked Chase Bank. So now I know Chase Bank is okay, so now your login information is the same email. And this is the Fluffy Pants 62. We'll try that password. Oh, I'm in. Thank you. There's your money gone. Oh, and what else do they have? Oh, they have a retirement account. Oh, and so this is the email and Fluffy Pants 62. Oh, that's the password for that too. Thank you. I've now withdrawn your retirement fund. What else do you have?
Hey, Tara. Tara wishes she still had her lockable diary. I agree. Nothing on digital is 100% safe.
Not exactly. Nothing digital is not even not 100%. It's simply not safe.
So my
Nothing
husband
digital is safe.
comes into my office one day. He goes, "If you die before me, I have no idea how to get into anything." I'm like, "Yeah." So I literally have printed out like 20 pages of all the things. You don't realize how many apps and logins that you have. What does that say?
Sorry,
It's your problem now.
because I'm dead.
Yeah.
This is a book every single person should have. It has everything in it. It has, you can put letters to people, what you want for your pets, notes, vehicle information, information about your property, financial information, bills, utility information, safe deposit boxes, outstanding loans, retirement accounts, investment accounts, bank accounts, credit cards, insurance, health insurance, life insurance, car insurance. All of these things have to be dealt with.
So,
So, important documents, where do you find them? Um, any device login information. How do you get into my phone? Because here's the thing, if you die, your spouse, if you don't have a will, you're going to have to go in through probate to get into your spouse's phone. Well, here's the problem with that. I don't know what the life insurance is. He has that on his phone. Okay, great. You don't have access to his phone. How the hell are you going to find out where that is? Because, oh, it's not through his work. You called his work. Now what are you going to do? You have to wait through probate.
so
That's not a quick process.
after I told my husband, boy, that'll really suck. I again printed out. It's like 17 pages long of all the login information. Printed it out for him. Put it someplace safe in the house so he knows where it is. And his plan will be to hand it to one of my daughters for them to handle.
Okay, here's my question. Where is that information stored on your computer?
No, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. That
My
is
head
what I
would
want.
explode. If it's not on a USB that is not plugged into your computer, my head will literally explode. And I might just start to cry.
Ashley, tomorrow's the live stream. Monday is the family readiness that me and Kate do. Angie is simply a guest. And we may watch Angie's head absolutely explode.
I was going to say, Ange, did you notice how she just diverted?
She just took a hard right turn.
That
And I
was
was
an
like,
easy
no.
way to get you to not explode.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to taxes, password information, either A, get a password vault.
Okay. So here's the thing. There's no tax information on my computer at all.
Okay, good, good. Any financial information should be on a USB that is not plugged into your computer. Financial information gets put on USB, deleted off of hard drive, or never put on hard drive, and is only on here. So that when you need it, it's on here, but it's never on your hard drive, so it can never be stolen. Because I don't care who you are, there is someone out there. I have every security measure you could possibly imagine on my computers. And yet, my brother, from time to time, just for funsies, now mind you, I put these things in on his advisory as to this is top of the line. He doesn't have any of my passwords. He doesn't need them. He just kind of hacks in my computer and goes, "Hi, how's it going?" He opens up a Microsoft Word document and goes, "You have the most boring computer ever." He's like, "There's nothing on here but like dogs, cats, and bunnies." He's like, "Don't you have any hobbies other than this?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "Yeah, they're crafts."
Just on another note, I just signed up for a crochet box subscription box.
Okay. So see, but you can easily be hacked, and all of those, I now have access to everything. My brother actually taught classes on this, and one of the guys was like, "I'm the head blah 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 for such and such a company," and you literally, while he's telling my brother why he can never be hacked, my brother during the class hacked into his computer, because it was an online, this is during COVID, hacked into his computer, took over not just his computer, but his entire household. Was turning on lights in different rooms, turning on this and that, changing his thermostat, and he's like, "Tell me again how you can never be hacked." And this is one of the top security people in the country, and within 3 minutes, he was in his computer. If he can do it to him with almost no effort, I can assure you someone can do it to you. So don't keep any financial information on your computer at any time. Don't keep anything with your social security number on your computer at any time. Keep it on a USB that you unplug, that you keep in a certain place, in a certain dish or whatever, next to your computer, so that when you need it, that's where it is. That's where it lives. It lives in this drawer or in this place. And maybe take and make a copy of it and put a copy of it in the safe.
Okay. So we are up on our half hour. Thank you, Angie. Oh, but we never even got into what I bought for $500.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I bought two crossbody phone cases, right? And one laptop.
They're all Farday pouches.
They're all Farday pouches.
Very nice.
Yeah. Even though my recommendation was skip the Farday pouch on the computer, and this computer here, I've had this computer for 2 years. I had a computer that was stolen at the airport by an airport employee. And everybody went, "Oh my God, what did you lose?" And I'm like, not a single thing. Because my computers, there is not a computer here that has any personal information on it. Not one. And there are 6 computers in this house. All of my personal information is on an external hard drive.
Okay, Angie, cover your ears for a second.
I'm going to cry.
I need the Faraday pouch for my computer, Kate.
Then it was money well spent.
It's money well spent.
Yeah, so literally, if any of these computers broke tomorrow, I would lose nothing. Like nothing at all. Not even a single Word document, because all of that is on an external hard drive, and not on just on one external hard drive, but 2. Because what if there's a failure? I need a backup. So I have a backup of my information. So I have the E drive and the F drive that are external hard drives, and anything and everything from pictures of cats, dogs, and bunnies to, whatever else it is on those external hard drives. There is nothing of import on these computers. So should I have to take the computer to get fixed for any reason, it's basically factory new.
Okay. So on that note, we're going to wrap it up. We'll be back next week. And Kate, you know what I got for next week to talk about?
What?
I downloaded this whole 18 pages from some insurance company on home contents inventory worksheet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's going to be a project and a half. Okay. And we'll discuss that next week. So we'll see everybody next week.
Wait, before you go,
Yes.
I'm actually giving a 2-hour class on this very thing, on Positive Ed, this month on June 30th or 29th, the Sunday the 29th. I'm giving a 2-hour class on how to protect your phone, your information, and your body with EMF, RFID, Farday, and there's another hour on how to protect your computer your client's information, because that is your responsibility, and your salon information from hackers and hacking. So should something happen, you're not liable.
All right.
Because
So
liability is an issue you need to look at.
was I the inspiration for the class?
Yes, you were for both.
Yay, Mary.
All right. Thumbs up.
You're the one that like all the orders come out because of.
All right, everybody, we will see you next week. And for those who are watching and wondering why Angie is here on a Monday, she will be here again tomorrow for Tuesday, though I will not, because as you can see, it's time for the do. Good night, everybody.
Today